We are live for race number 2 here tonight on the NASCAR Heat 5 Career Mode. Welcome everybody at the Iowa Raceway. Another short track here tonight. We'll see if we can go for the clean sweep after coming off a win at New Hampshire in race 1 here in this one. Plus, if we do win race number 2, we will break the record for the most wins ever in a NASCAR Xfinity Series season. Put it at double digits to 10. So there's a very good shot we could do that. We did win at Iowa earlier this season. Austin Cindric was probably the favorite to win that race, led nearly half the race, but crashed out while leading with about 45 laps to go. We'll see if he can give himself a shot here in this one. Patrick Shadley, Carson Boy, and Kyle Larson fan, welcome to the stream, everybody, and let's get on into this race. I accidentally skipped the intro. I was getting ready for the race, and then I had to pause it. I was like, oh, duh, I have to hit start stream. No, that's not. I accidentally hit the button. I didn't mean to actually flip through it after I qualified, but regardless of the fact we were a little tight in qualifying, tried to loosen it up a little bit with the setup there, and we'll see what we've got for the race. Qualified 27th, moving up at the front a little bit, Chad Fincham, and somebody else is dropping to the rear. I think Colby Howard. Both of those two drivers will be starting at the back here in this one. R6, welcome to the stream. Yes, we did win at New Hampshire, and looking to win here in this race as well.
And ready.
Can Schneider break the record here tonight at Iowa?
Got a car low now.
We'll see. Green flag in the air. Austin Cindric, who dominated this race earlier this season, is going to try and do the same this time. Try to go to victory lane as he will start on the pole and lead the field to the green.
Inside. Car there on the outside. You're all clear up top there. Nice and easy. You're 3 wide. Hold your line. Got 1 inside.
Chase Briscoe actually steals lap 1 to the inside of Cindric off 4 by a nosy led the lap. Cindric's now 3 wide for second place off turn 2 with Chastain underneath him, and I couldn't tell who else was in the mix up there. But Briscoe, after finishing second at New Hampshire, now on a 51 race losing streak.
Outside.
We'll see if he can break it here today. He came so close to that one. Got another stage win this season in the race as well, but he couldn't get the race win. He doesn't want another one to slip away from him. Billy Kramer, welcome into race 2 as well. We'll be racing at Road America later tomorrow night. Sitting 34th right now. That's still a little tight on the short run at least. He didn't want to loosen it up too much because then on the long run it's going to be mad loose and he doesn't want to risk DNFing. He's got a 59-point lead over Chase Briscoe for the regular season standings coming into this race. Just 6 more races until the playoffs after this one concludes. We still have a couple more wildcard races left. The next 2 races on road courses at Road America and Watkins Glen, and then another trip to Daytona before the end of the regular season as well.
Careful. Still there. Still there. Car there on the outside.
Briscoe did lead every lap of stage 1 and race 1 as well. Kind of coincidental if he does it again.
Still there.
There's one on all but one of the 5 now. Tracks that are a mile less in length.
Careful. Still there.
He's at New Hampshire, Phoenix, Bristol, and the first race at Iowa this season. Iowa is the first racetrack we're going to twice on the year. As I mentioned, we got another trip to Daytona, another trip to Dover yet. When the playoffs start, second trip to Las Vegas and Bristol.
Got one peeking outside.
Texas later in the year. And, of course, the final
Car on
trip
the outside now.
to Phoenix for the season finale. It'll be the second time we'll race there on the season as well.
Careful, still there. Careful, still there. Outside, all clear. Stay low, stay low.
Saw 8 cautions in the first race at Iowa this season, but only 1 in the first race today at New Hampshire.
Got a car high now.
Most we've had in the race this season is 9. 10 laps already complete. Briscoe's really pulling away from the rest of the field.
Clear high, bud.
Snyder's having a hard time just trying to pass cars at the back of the pack right now.
Still there.
Almost similar to how he ran for most of last year. We haven't really seen this speed out of the race car yet this season. A little bit concerning considering we're already over 10 laps in.
Stay low, stay low. All clear.
With it being on the tight side still. Chewing up that right front tire quite a bit already.
Still there.
Never really had to worry about tire wear much in the first race at Iowa this season.
Careful, still
It'll be
there.
interesting if they'll have to worry about it this go around.
Clear all around, man. Car there on the inside. Clear all around, man. Careful, still there. All right, you're clear. Still there. Careful, still there. All right, you're clear there.
Oof. Over the back of Matt Mills. Mills is completely sideways in the middle of 1 and 2.
Top 3, use it if you need it.
It's only going to tighten up this 99 car more, adding more damage to the front bumper. Second time he's gotten into the back of somebody early on. Once was off the initial start of the race. Right there at lap 15, that last lap. Already nearly 19 seconds off the race lead. He's going to have to fight to stay on the lead lap. He's going to want a good shot to win here.
All right, you're clear there.
Last season at Road America in Watkins Glen, he finished 9th and 12th. Ran well at Mid-Ohio before DNFing earlier this season. Ran top 3 that whole race. So you have to assume he's going to have a car that can at least compete for the win. But considering both races are back-to-back and just the one road course chassis, that just simply means that he's going to have to use the car at Road America again at Watkins Glen, so he's going to have to take care of it there. You know he's going to want to break this record as soon as possible. Break the record before the playoffs start, so when the playoffs roll around, you can focus on the championship. Pretty sure that's got to be the idea here. Don't let that linger in your brain while you're focusing on trying to win a championship. Might not bring the best out of the team.
Careful, still there. All right, you're clear there.
Whether they have the speed or they don't. Welcome to the stream. You're racing again. Yeah, I mentioned in the last race numerous times running a doubleheader here today. Mentioned it last night, by the way, but I don't think you were in the chat last night. Might have been. Sorry if I forgot. Turner, welcome on in. Got 9 wins this season, just one at New Hampshire earlier today. Look at the double digits. Nobody has ever done that in an Xfinity Series season. Schneider trying to be the first and only to this point. He's got 14 races to do it, but
Stay at the bottom here.
he's kind of struggling early on tonight. Again, he wants to get it out of the way before we get into the playoffs.
Careful, still there. Clear high, clear high.
It's around Brandon Jones for position, now up to 19th. That's Jesse Little as well. Still tight, even 25 laps in. Still slowly getting quicker, but he's doing what he can. 10 people watching right now. Thanks for everybody tuning in. Wanting to see history here tonight. Got a good chance for it. All 4 of Schneider's wins last year came on different racetracks, by the way, as well. So, obviously, this being the first trip to a different track this year, be the first chance he's got at trying to go for a season sweep at a particular racetrack. He never did that in the Truck Series either. Looking for a first in the entire career mode 3 seasons
That was a
ago.
better lap.
Landon Castle on pit road. Making an unscheduled pit stop. He'll work his way back out onto the racetrack. Only 19 cars on the lead lap. Schneider being the last of those. And Chase Briscoe is trying to run him down right now. Briscoe looking tough once again.
Still there. All right.
Around Alex LeBay.
Coming to the cross flag. Halfway, this time by.
Tommy Joe.
Careful, still
1 and 2, couldn't get underneath him. Briscoe all over the back of Alex LeBay off turn 2. Trying to put him a lap down. He moves up another spot though. He's trying to put as many cars between him and Briscoe as possible right now.
Clear outside.
Chase looks really fast tonight. Time to hustle indeed, Ethan.
Still there? You're all clear on top there.
Pass Ross Chastain for position as well. inside of Alfredo for 14th. Timmy Hill up to 13th place. He's underneath Harrison Burton for position for 12th. Nice job, Timmy Hill. He had a top 10 and 8th place run 2 races ago at Kentucky. Looking for stage points perhaps if he keeps going forward, looking for as many points in general as he can get to maybe get himself into the top 20 in points for that Talladega win he had earlier this season to account for a playoff spot. Hill's closing in on Noah Gregson and Allgaier as well. He's going to have a shot. Clements is just up ahead as well in heavy lap traffic. And they're also closing from behind, but so is Briscoe. Clements with a late block on Gregson in the middle of 1 and 2.
Car outside, hold the line.
Snyder inside of Timmy Hill. We'll get around him, going to get around Allgaier. Gregson caught for a brief moment behind the 0 of Jeffrey Earnhardt. Now with Matt Mills, Schneider passes 3 cars for position through 3 and 4, and he's into the top 10 for the first time tonight. Nearly 40 laps in to the 60-lap opening stage. Gets around Clements through 1 and 2 as well.
Careful, still there.
Outside of Daniel Hemrick. Makes the pass into turns 1 and 2. It's interesting, we saw Austin Cindric at the fastest car earlier this season. Cindric is 6th place on the leaderboard right now.
Careful, still there. You got room, you're clear.
Chase Briscoe dominating race 2 at Iowa. See if he can keep up with the track conditions and, of course, be able to consistently get around the lap traffic as this race gets later and later. He was able to do it well at New Hampshire until those final 10 laps. He counted the most. He's doing it well for now. Let's see.
24 laps.
It's so hard to win these races, doing them on full length. The fact that this team isn't even to 100 overall yet, they're at 95, they're getting close, but they still have room for improvement in the shop, and they've got 9 wins this season.
You'll keep getting better.
He just ran his fastest lap for 40 laps into this green flag run. He passed Brandon Brown now for 7th as well. Still about 19 seconds off the lead, but he is finally pulling away from Briscoe. Trevor Grimes, welcome into race 2. Man, Brandon Jones is struggling in this one. 24th. Stage 1, already 1 lap down. I think by the end of this stage, he might be 2 laps down.
You got room, you're clear.
Complete role reversal from finishing 3rd at New Hampshire in race 1 today. Did win at Dover earlier this season, so he's in the playoffs. Kyle Busch had 13 in 2010. And why is the record 10? Is it because Kyle Busch was a Cup driver? Is that why they're not counting it?
Still there. You got room, you're clear. Car on the outside now.
Well, heck, we'll go for 14. Because I remember the talk all of last season was, is Briscoe going to get the 9 and break Sam Martin's record? Who had 8. Maybe it's because he wasn't running full time and he was, I don't know. Second guess was going to be that it was a record, you know, for champions, but then Briscoe didn't win the championship last year either. Forever 85, welcome into the stream. Well, we got enough races, maybe we get 20 wins.
Stay on the bottom.
Doubt it, but that'd be insane if we did that.
Clear.
Right front tire's wearing out quite a bit. Only about 20%. Should be good to push hard to the end of the stage, though.
Still there. Top 3.
But Jeff Green in 5th place. Austin Hill in 4th. A couple of underdogs inside the top 5. Great run so far. 10 laps to go. Stage 1. Schneider looks underneath Green for 5th. Take away that spot.
Careful, still there. All right, you're clear there. Got one outside now. You're all clear up top there. You're all clear up top there. Gotta take care of the tires.
Yeah, that record for Richard Petty in the Cup Series. They also ran more than 36 races back in that time period in NASCAR as well. They ran like 55 races a year, but still,
Clear all around.
to win over half is insane. It's still like somebody winning like 18 today. Don't get me wrong, that is a lot of races. For the modern era, of course, too.
Clear all around there. We're gonna need those tires to last, driver.
They're past Austin Hill. This last lap for 3rd. 5 laps to go in stage 1. Again, he's catching Briscoe longer into this run right now. About 11.5 seconds off the lead. It was about a little over 20 seconds off the lead at one point. He's just less than 3 seconds behind Michael Annette for 2nd place. And that had a great run at Iowa. Finished 3rd here earlier this season as well. So.
Easy on the tires, driver.
Another great run tonight. And then we'll keep an eye on Cindric going forward.
All right, you're clear.
He's obviously still got a good car, just not as good as what he had last time. How many drivers has Chase Briscoe put a lap down right now as well? 3 laps to go in stage 1. I mean, he might have lapped inside the top 10 by now. That's not impossible. 9% left on the right front. It'll easily make it these final 2.5 laps for Schneider. Continuing to try and close on Michael Annette to maybe finish 2nd in stage 1. That way, the 2nd place driver in the point standings is only going to outscore the points leader by 1 in this opening stage.
Keep it going.
Down to about 9.5 seconds. Briscoe can kind of coast now, though. No need for him to push it that hard with a 9-second lead. Almost slid into Jones off 4. Final lap of the stage. Drives it deep into 1 and 2 to get around Michael Annette. 3 wide in the lap traffic a little bit further up ahead as well. Center clears the net for second place off turn 2. Green, white checkered flag in the air. Chase Briscoe wins stage 1 for the second consecutive race. This one coming here at Iowa. 3 wide in the lap traffic, battling for positions to the line, and Schneider is going to end up second. After starting 26th here tonight. 27th in qualifying. I'd say Briscoe's got an even stronger car than what he had in New Hampshire. In New Hampshire, he led 140 of the 200 laps. Briscoe's led every lap of the first 60 so far here tonight. Brandon Brown in 8th place, by the way, gets the free pass. Boy, did Briscoe lap a lot of drivers there. Going to take a full round of wedge out of the race car now for the 99 crew. As far as their adjustments here in stage 2. Schneider wins the race off pit road, so he'll restart from the lead as well. Briscoe from day to dusk. Through the second stage, green flag back in the air.
You got room, you're clear.
Caution free opening stage as well for the second straight race, which is on Briscoe. We're trying to hold that 98 car back as much as possible. We helped him in stage 2 and win that second stage earlier today at New Hampshire. So he's going to get to the lead here. It just can't be Briscoe. It looks like it's going to be Michael Annette. Austin Hill was second place on the outside as well.
Car outside.
Briscoe charging. Haley cuts him off. Briscoe stuck in the middle between Jeff Green and Austin Cindric off turn 2.
Got one outside now.
Briscoe
Right, you're clear there.
not winning that race off pit road costed him. Restarted second, and he is falling quickly outside the top 7. Sorry, he's in 7th.
Car high, careful there.
Line right behind Austin Cindric. This car lap down there of Allgaier. Oh, here comes Timmy Hill. Contact with Hill. Oh, Hill's in the outside wall. Into 3 and 4. Schneider washes way up the racetrack.
Still there. Got one down low now.
Oh, Timmy Hill lost a lot of spots there.
Still there. Still there inside.
After the contact with the 99.
Looking inside now. Careful. Still there.
Even in what's considered NASCAR's modern era as well, from 1973 to now, Richard Petty still has 3 championships. So later in his competitive career, cars were becoming maybe a little bit closer together. There was more competition. He was still winning.
Car there on the inside. Stay low.
Getting vlogged from the Charlotte Motor Speedway. The Coke 600 this weekend will be up on the channel tonight. Keep an eye on that. If you can't watch it tonight, if it does upload too late, then just watch it in the morning. Watch it tomorrow. Have those live race highlights from the grandstand once again.
Inside.
little bit more coverage of stuff around Charlotte Motor Speedway as well.
Got a car coming inside now. Clear low, clear low.
That continues to lead. So a lot more lead changes. Cindric wasn't out ahead in the middle going of the first Iowa race, but not the case right now with Ned out in front. Ned finished third in stage one, was in second for the longest time, about 9-10 seconds off the lead from Briscoe consistently. I just don't know if 9.5 seconds is enough to gain for Schneider himself. He's going to need Briscoe to get slower throughout this race too, on top of him trying to gain as much as he can, and his crew can, with trying to catch up. How many races am I going to string here? This is it, just two. Just two. Back at it tomorrow. Again, this is the final doubleheader we're going to see for a while on the channel. Again, we'll be all caught up with NASCAR Heat 5 now, as long as I can win a championship at least for the Xfinity and the Cup Series in the career mode. The Xfinity Series this season, Cup Series Season 1. If we do all that, then we're definitely caught up. Won't have to worry about doing any more doubleheaders, which is good, because once we get to the Cup Series, I wasn't going to do any anyway. The races are twice as long in most cases. Might be seeing some more NASCAR 5 streams too, because I might have to just race the career mode only on days I don't work, because I'm likely not going to get home early enough on days I do work, unless it's raining outside. I can't golf. I mean, even then, I'm getting home at like just about 5:30ish. I'll do what I can, so that's another reason why we've been having a lot of doubleheaders lately. Worst case scenario, we do NASCAR 05 Busch and Truck Series races.
Inside.
Modifieds too, leading up to it.
Careful, still there.
We'll still be having action on the channel live every night, that's for sure. Yeah, that's true too. So the Truck Series, as far as the manufacturer side goes, we were 4. We wanted to be in a 4 from the get-go. We won a championship. Toyota maybe held us back a little bit, making that switch year 1 of the Xfinity Series. We won 4 races, but we finished 5th in the standings, missed the championship 4 by 7 points after that Martinsville race last year. Still Toyota again this year. You know, do we make the switch back to Ford in the Cup Series? Good chance. Maybe we stick with Toyota. Maybe we bring on Chevy for the first time so we can run all 3. We'll just have to wait and see what the sponsors are, what the payout's going to be exactly. When we get there, of course. Harrison Burton will get the free pass. First caution for incident today, and it comes out at lap 81. A bunch of field back up. Briscoe only got back to 5th. Everybody's going to stay out of the pits. We're going to set ourselves up for another restart. Again, first after an incident.
Be ready.
Flag back in the air. Nobody on the lead lap pitted, by the way. 36 laps to go, stage 2. Schneider to the inside, 3 wide. Underneath Briscoe, Cindric passes them both. Down to the inside of Haley off turn 2 as well.
Still there.
Stuck in line behind him. Haley now to the inside of Hill for 3rd. Side by side for the lead. Jeff Green, 38 car going for the race lead now.
Still there.
all over that left rear corner panel with Michael Annette.
Car there on the inside.
Briscoe gets down to the inside of Schneider off turn 2.
Got a car low now. You got room, you're clear there. Inside.
Oh, and he's 13 for the... Well, hey, we can still get there. Probably not going to get there before the regular season now. Or before the playoffs, I mean, now.
Careful, still there. Inside.
Timmy Hill trying to get into the free pass spot. That would be the 10th position. He's in 11th right now. Justin Allgaier's right there.
Still there.
Schneider trying to stay underneath Allgaier. Side drafted him enough. Timmy Hill gets that run on the bottom, and he gets to the inside of Allgaier down the front stretch. Wow, Timmy Hill to 10th place. A few top 10s already this year.
Careful, still there.
Looking for another here tonight. 2 in a 3 race stretch as well.
Careful, still there. Still there.
I just want to see how many wins we can get in the Xfinity Series before we head to Cup as well. Like, can we actually compete to move up inside the top 10 in the all-time leaderboard?
Caution's out.
And now we get another caution. Our second in the last 10 laps. Well, it ran about 7 green flag laps there. Timmy Hill will get the free pass in 10th place. Exactly what he needed as he was battling Allgaier. He got a perfectly timing caution again. We'll rack him and stack him again.
We're going green. Almost ready. Green flag, green flag. Inside.
Flag back in the air. Problem is Schneider restarts on the outside lane this time, takes it 3 wide on Chase Briscoe and Justin Haley. Both clear Haley off turn 2. Austin Hill to the inside for the race lead now on Michael Annette. Jeff Green did not take off well at all. Haley trying to block Schneider. Schneider gets back underneath him anyway into turn 1. Chase Briscoe starting to move forward again. Nobody wants to let him get through. A 3 wide pass on both Jeff Green and Haley for Schneider to get back to 4th. Turns 1 and 2. And Austin Hill again leads for the first time in this race tonight for Hattori Racing. Possible underdog here.
Still there.
A guy like Briscoe who doesn't have a win, already 9 different winners, that could be bad for him. Schneider gets around Annette for 3rd. He wants to get to Briscoe again before Briscoe gets to the lead. Once he gets to the lead, it's going to be tough to get around that 98 car. He's going to get to the inside of Austin Hill now off turn 4. Hill trying to hang on. 25 more laps in the stage.
Inside. All clear.
Schneider's got to run to the inside of Austin Hill himself for 2nd. Briscoe out in front. First time in stage 2. Dominated, led every lap of stage 1.
All right, you're clear there.
Schneider clears Hill off turn 4. Annette to the inside off 4 for 3rd. Top 3 in the same order at the end of stage 1 are now 1, 2, 3 again late in stage 2. Ooh, Briscoe goes all the way high. Schneider down to the bottom. Slide job through 3 and 4. Is he going to clear Briscoe? Oh, he gets into him. Couldn't clear him. He was committed, though. Now they're side by side into 1 and 2. Flatline the corner. This time he clears Briscoe for the lead. Look at that. 3 wide for 3rd. Further back. And no lead lap cars pitted during that last caution. Some of the lap cars might have, like Alex LeVay and Noah Gregson, who are working their way through the field. Briscoe's trying to inch back to the 99, but now that Schneider's got the clean air, this is going to help him. Gregson trying to unlap himself before the end of stage 2. That'd be big for him. As as well. He's in the free pass spot in 11. The mark starting to get through there as well.
Outside, outside.
Greggson's there. He's on the outside of Schneider.
We got 20 more left. Stay on the bottom.
Ready to go stage 2. Still side by side between the 9 and the 99.
Careful, still there.
Can't break free of one another. Gregson's obviously got the fresher tires. Oh, Schneider overran it. Trying to stick with Gregson. And the 11th place car is now back on the lead lap. Gregson Thomas, welcome to the stream. People watching once again. 18 laps to go, stage 2. A good shot at this one. Looking for double digits, 10th win of the year. Briscoe's still hanging on to second, further back by Jeff Green still clinging on to the top 5 and 4th. Austin Hills fell outside the top 5. 15 laps to go, stage 2. We're going to alternate through the different camera angles for the first time in this race today. Lap traffic is allowing Schneider to close back in on Noah Gregson. Although Noah got the job done immediately, he's still got more laps to try and hang on in front of the 99. Again, free pass will get him on the lead lap at the end of the stage anyway, but it's not going to give him a great chance to win the stage. Sorry, win the final stage, at least if the final stage goes caution-free. You'd have to restart at the rear of the field. Schneider now caught behind Matt Mills. Should say Gregson is. Now Schneider does get caught behind Mills.
Careful, still there. You got room, you're clear there.
Looking out of the rear of the 9. Gregson's under heavy, heavy pressure right now. Schneider with a lot lower exit off turn 4. Trying to get a run on Gregson. 10 laps to go in stage 2.
Still there.
Schneider sends it into the corner. He's going to clear Noah Gregson through 1 and 2. He's barely cleared Fincham. Gregson caught Fincham in a terrible spot off the exit of turn 2 as well, only holding the 9 car back even further now into 3 and 4. He's going to have to work his way back around the 99 again, but I think the tires are starting to even out. That's why you're starting to see Gregson slip back slowly.
bottom. All right, you're clear. All right, you're clear.
Yeah, I'd factor the signing bonus into all that as well. I feel like you have to, because overall, if you're gonna get more money total, obviously financially it's better than
Stay low, clear all around.
getting it straight up. You're getting a lot straight up, but not as much.
Still there. All right, you're clear.
We're going to see what will put us in the best opportunity to obviously win the Daytona 500 in our debut as well. That payout's huge, over $1 million to win that race. What a miracle it would be if we could win the Daytona 500 in our first start. That would really, that would really jumpstart the program of the Cup Series.
All right,
So much.
You got room, you're clear.
And just work on the car the rest of the season, knowing we're in the playoffs. Get everything ready to go.
5 to go, driver.
Take a lot of pressure off. We've had success at Atlanta. We haven't lost there yet in the career mode. 2 for 2 in the Xfinity Series and then 1 for 1 in the Truck Series. Doesn't mean we're going to win there the one Cup race we have. That race is 500 miles versus those two races were 200 and 250 miles. The vast difference. The longevity of the race.
Careful, still there. All right, you're clear there.
3 laps to go, stage 2.
Clear high.
Nearly an 11-second lead for Schneider over Michael Annett, who has gotten around Briscoe in the last couple laps. 2 to go in stage 2 now.
Here we go. One more to go.
Final lap of the stage. Harrison Burt and Brandon Brown in danger of going a lap down into the final corner. That would not be good for Gregson. He won't get the free pass if that happens. And Schneider's going to pass both Brown and Burton through 3 and 4. Keegan Schneider wins stage 2. Harrison Burt will get the free pass in 9th place.
Way to go, driver.
Wow, tough break for Brown and then Gregson, who fought hard, but it didn't matter for him. See if they'll take the wave around, perhaps. We're going to see every lead lap car pit during the stage break. How about Timmy Hill up to 8th place as well with a great run? Needs that to try and get into the top 20 for that Talladega win to get him into the playoffs. Schneider took care of his tires a lot better in stage 2 than stage 1 as well. 4 fresh tires, full tank of fuel, no adjustments on this 99 car. Into the final stage. Briscoe got back around Annett for second, by the way, right at the end. There you see the top 10 at the end of stage 2 on the upper left-hand corner of the screen. Nobody took the wave around there. Harrison Burton again gets the free pass.
All right, be smart out there. Going green.
There we go. Green flag back in the air. Final stage underway. Schneider looking for win number 10 this season. Briscoe loses a spot on pit road again. This time he'll restart at 3rd. Might be a little better now that he's on the inside. Schneider with a big block. Annett to the outside. Contact there as well. And with the contact between the 1 and the 99, it looks like Briscoe's going to get to the lead anyway. And Timmy Hill, out of nowhere, is on the inside looking for second place. That's still hanging on the top right now. I don't know if he can hang on much longer. Contact the 22 and the 99 further back in the pack.
Inside.
Potato 71 Gaming, welcome to the stream. Thanks, man. I appreciate that comment, by the way. Just past halfway through race 2 in the doubleheader here tonight. Timmy Hill is in second place at Iowa, right behind the fastest car in the field that leads this race, Chase Briscoe. Contact there between the 8 and the 99 again. Schneider continues to go backwards on this restart.
Still there, inside. Car outside, hold your line. Keep it steady, driver. 3 wide. Still there, inside.
I think there's not that many cars on the lead lap. Schneider's still showing in the 8th position.
Car there on the inside.
Last car on the lead lap is Harrison Burton, who got the free pass. He's in 9th. Still about another second or so behind Schneider with a lot of cars in between them still.
Got a car low now.
Dark Crypto, welcome on into the stream. And now we have a caution early in stage 3. Car has backed it into the outside wall. That's, ooh, Noah Gregson. And he gets hit again under the yellow by Alex LeBay in the 36. Picks up a little bit of damage. Allgaier is going to get the free pass in 10th. Our third caution for incident now today. $13 likes as well on this stream so far. Thanks for everybody hitting that like button. Make sure you do so if you haven't already.
All right, man. The cover to the green.
Drive that up. Helping the channel every step of the way.
Still there inside.
And flag back in the air. 118 laps now to go. Schneider up the middle, 3 wide. Cindric didn't take off very well. Looks like Harrison Burton might have a little damage on his left front. He takes it 3 wide to the inside of Schneider and Cindric himself. Into 3 and 4. Oh, a little brush up the side of the 22.
3 wide. Car there on the inside. Clear low there.
And Justin Haley to the lead. Briscoe getting hung out now on the outside. And Annette going to take the lead away from Haley, it looks like, before Haley's even able to lead a lap. Annette's clear off turn 4.
Careful. Still there.
Haley on the outside.
Clear all around there.
Schneider overshoots turn 1. Austin Hill's back to second. He led laps there midway through stage 2 on a restart. Out of underdogs towards the front here in this one, looking for maybe a 10th different winner this season. Haley has not had a win in this entire career mode. Not last season nor this year up to this point.
Careful, still there. Hold your line, got 1 inside. Careful, still there. Got a car low now. Clear low, clear low.
Plenty of time left in this race, and we know we still have one more pit stop to the end as well. Just have to wait and see how all this factors out. By the way, failed to mention, Schneider winning stage 2 tonight means he has now won 14 stages this season. This is 14th stage win of the year.
Got one peeking inside. Still there.
Kevin Harvick, 2020 levels of domination in the regular season thus far. Through after this one, 20 races. To win 10 of the first 20, that is literally half the races we have ran up to this point.
Car there on the inside.
Small guy looks down low.
Careful, still there.
Make the pass for 9th. Schneider drops back another spot. Jeremy Clements in 11th place is currently in the free pass. Excuse me, free pass position. Jeez, starting to lose my voice.
Stay on the bottom.
Guess I can't say the word pass. Said it right that time.
Still there inside.
Man,
Clear low, clear low.
I'm surprised I've never really done that on the channel up to this point. Like, I've never fully lost my voice broadcasting for a full race. We can only do double headers. Hopefully tonight's not the first. I can only hope that we'll never have to witness the first.
Inside.
They're still dropping back.
Stay high up here. Got one down low now. Careful, still there.
Oof. Oh man, got down onto the apron, slid up into the 15 of Colby Howard.
Stay on the bottom here.
Drives by him now in 3 and 4.
Clear.
Just over 100 laps remain. US Cellular 250.
Careful, still there. All right, you're clear.
We'll take a look at the season stats at the end of this race here tonight as well and see where we rank
Got room. You're
on the
clear.
season, what that average finish probably looks like now.
Looking inside now.
Could you imagine if we have a sub 5 average finish at the end of the year? If we just keep clicking away top 5s? That would just be absolutely insane. We'll never get that in the Cup Series. I mean, there's no way.
Stay on the bottom.
You wouldn't think
You're
it
all
was
clear on
good.
top.
Then again, we did have 2 DNFs this season. If we didn't DNF in those 2 races, our average finish probably would be a lot better than what it is, especially considering we were top 3 that whole Mid-Ohio race we DNF'd. Now, Homestead, we had a top 10 car, but we didn't really have a race-winning car, but I still think we could have at least, again, finished top 10 in that one. If Balicki didn't turn us. That one definitely wasn't our fault.
Car high, careful.
150 laps down, 100 still to go here tonight at Iowa. Michael Annett leading the way in stage 3. Briscoe had that first restart, the initial restart to start the final stage nailed, but he didn't have the second one backed up when we had a caution a few laps into the stage.
Careful, still there.
Still 99 laps to go.
Stay on the bottom. You're all clear up top.
Still 2 sets of tires left for the 99 crew as well to the end of the race.
Careful, still there. Top 3, use it if you need it.
Still about 3 seconds behind Haley, which is the next driver for position ahead of him. Haley and Cindric battling for 7th on the racetrack. See them bumper to bumper on the high side off turn 4. Shredder just exits turn 4 after passing lap car of Tommy Joe Martins. A solid 14th place run for that crew, that team. And Brandon Brown had a win very early in the season. He won that Homestead race that Schneider DNF'd in. He's having himself a fine year. He'll be in the playoffs 2 seasons in a row.
Still there.
This Xfinity Series career mode.
All right, you're clear.
Nearly made it into the round of 8 last year. We'll see if he can do it this season. If it wasn't for Noah Gragson winning that race at Las Vegas, he would have made it into the round of 8. Excuse me, Gregson just missed another tour.
Careful, still there.
That's right, because Gregson, he had to win at the Louisville, and he was probably the fastest car in the field. He dominated stage 1. He was trying to get around us late, but we let every lap in that final stage.
You're clear there.
We were able to hang on. Also, if we get a chance to win the Louisville 2 years in a row, that's a big payout race, too. What I remember, that'd be huge. Be closer to the Cup Series at that point in time also. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to spend any more money this season. I'd like to get 100 on the engine at least, and then 100 on the aero and the suspension, but I'm just going to hope that that's going to be enough when we get into Phoenix to have, you know, a championship level race car, and hopefully we can sweep Phoenix this year. And I mean, we don't have to win the race, we just got to beat those other 3 to win the championship. Caution's out with 91 laps to go. It is now our 4th caution of the race. Jeremy Clements in 11th will get the free pass. Everybody's going to be hitting the pits here. Half around a wedge going to be taken out of the 99 car again. More adjustments coming their way. Going to gain 2 spots on pit road as well. Restart 6th. Michael Annett wins the race off pit road. He'll restart from the lead. And flying back in the air. 1 set of tires left to the end of this race. Everybody is still about 15 to 20 laps short on fuel. Not going to be able to save that much either.
Inside. All right, you're clear there. Inside. Hold your
Timmy Hill for the lead.
Clear down low.
Into 1 and 2. He's underneath Michael Annette. Well, drivers, you could have thought to win not 1 but 2 races this season. Did anybody think Timmy Hill could do it? 4 wide, further back off turn 4.
3 wide. Car outside.
Still inside the top 10. Schneider sandwiched between Chastain and Martin's off turn 4 himself.
Car there on the
In the 10th position. Timmy Hill leads at Iowa. What a run for NBM, this season.
Got a car low now.
By
Got a car
a
low
hair
now.
winning at Talladega in a photo finish, and now even on a short track he's competing. He's got Briscoe looking under him though. Or not Briscoe, Annette rather, looking under him. And it looks like the 18 of Martins goes wide. 4 wide off the exit of the corner.
Clear high, clear high.
Barely made it through.
Got a car low now.
Timmy Hill still holding on out in front. Way to go, Timmy.
Stay high. Got a car low
iRacing
now.
prodigy. Timmy Hill leads at Iowa.
Still there inside.
Talk about the unthinkable. We've seen him have good runs in real life in the Xfinity Series in the past. Back to last year at Bristol, he had a top 10 finish.
Car high, careful. All
You
clear.
know he can get it done on the short tracks for that, but I don't think anybody expected him
Hold your line, got one
competing
inside.
for a win. 10th at the end of stage 1, 8th at the end of stage 2, but now he's leading with about 82 laps to go.
Clear all around. Hold your line, got one inside.
Michael Annette finally is going to get around Timmy Hill through turns 1 and 2. He was battling him hard. Hill was able to hold on for about 5 to 10 laps off the restart after getting around Annette initially.
Inside.
Right, Hurts
Clear low.
way up the racetrack. Having himself a good day back in 24.
Car on the outside now.
Just wonder, where do we go from here?
Still there.
In 11th, as far back as Schneider's been since the start of the race,
High,
really.
careful.
Everybody still has to pit one more time to the end. So that was not a good timing caution we just had a little bit ago.
You're all clear on top there.
These tires are not going to make it that long either. We know they can't make it on fuel. It lasts till about the end of the fuel run as it is. He's going to have to pit.
Got a car coming inside now.
He just does not have any sort of speed.
3 wide, you're in the middle. Clear all around there.
Until we get more than 40 laps into a run. So you might need
Still there.
this to either stay green to the finish,
Inside.
and we cycle through green flags, pit stops that way, and he'll maybe try a 2-tire strategy. Remember, that helped him win at Charlotte earlier this season. Might be the key to winning here tonight at Iowa, or we're going to need 2 cautions in the final 60 laps of the race.
Careful. Still there.
One to get tires, and then one to just bunch everybody back together. It's got to be a decent way into the run. It can't be immediately in. That's asking for a lot, though. Doesn't want that top 10 streak to come to an end, that's for sure. 8 straight finishes inside the top 10 coming into this one. We're excluding Pocono because we didn't get to run that race. It's been 8 otherwise. Mid-Ohio.
Still there.
Even after blowing the left front tire at Kentucky last night, that's just insane. Able to get back to second place.
Stay low. All right, you're clear there.
.73 to go. We'll alternate through the different camera angles one final time in today's race for about the next 6 laps. Road America coming up on the channel tomorrow night between 8 and 8:30 Eastern Standard Time will be the start of that one. And there's a caution with 73 laps to go. And this is going to put everybody extremely close on fuel to the end of this race. Gonna have about 69 laps to go when we go green. It's gonna pit 4 fresh tires. Free pass to Brandon Brown in 12th place. And we'll see. About 68, 69 laps to go when we go green. These guys should be a couple laps to the good on fuel. There's the one caution. We're going to need another. It's probably going to have to be a decent way into this run. Didn't really get to alternate from the camera angles there, so we'll go back to the normal cam and we'll try it again a little later into the run. Green flag back in the air at Iowa after our 5th caution of the race. Will this be the final restart? No adjustments, by the way, on this 99 crew on pit road. 3 wide up the middle between Green and Hill on the restart. Now Allgaier's underneath them. Still 3 wide. Down the back stretch into turn 3. Schneider just gets to the bottom in front of the 7, but he couldn't hook the corner. And now they're, 4 wide off the corner. Look at Clement sliding in there. Contact up high between the 20 and the 99. Clement's got really loose off turn 4. Schneider slides all the way up the track again into the side of the 20.
Hold your line, got one inside. Hold your line, got one inside. You got room, you're clear there.
This is the final set of tires to the end of the race as well. That right front better make it, or it's gonna be all she wrote for this 99 crew.
Inside.
They can't pit again for tires even if they want to. They'll struggle on fresh Goodyears all day long anyway. I don't think they'd like to, but they obviously got to make it to the end of the race if given an opportunity.
Got one peeking inside. You got room. You're clear. Inside, inside. Looking inside now. You got room. You're clear. Inside, inside. Got a car coming inside now.
Michael Annette, though, nails another restart, so he's out in front right now. Having Jeff welcome on into the stream. 63 laps to go.
Careful, still there. Got a car low now. Looking inside now.
Well, your sister's got to get some.
Careful, still there. Looking inside now. You got room. You're clear. Hold your line. Got one inside.
61 laps to go.
outside. All right, you're clear there.
This is the car. Is garbage 225 at Iowa. I don't know what's going on. I mean, at Iowa earlier this season, I know we won. We didn't have the fastest car. Cindric had the fastest car that day by far. But when he wrecked, it gave us an opportunity. But we were second, third, fourth, pretty much all day long.
Still there?
It'll be tough to get back in contention to win the race at least.
You're clear.
It's never over till it's over. It's still super, super tight. Only going to wear that right front out quite a bit during this run. I don't know if that right front tire can make it 69 laps into a run to the end. So another reason that Schneider might need a caution, not only to bunch the field back up to give him another shot, as long as nobody on the lead lap pits. Because then they'll take fresh tires. Schneider can't pit again. Again, this is his final set of tires.
Stay low, stay low.
Cap 24, welcome to the stream. Playing SX the game. Yeah, I really did think about getting it, but I'm not going to do it. I feel like $40 is a little too much. And looking at the gameplay of it, it looks exactly the same for the last two Tony Stewart like sprint car games they've had. We played our fair share of the first one, and I did not like that game. I was not a big fan of it. Probably the reason why we haven't played it in about a year, even though I didn't finish the career mode. We're like 6 or 7 seasons in, still didn't win a championship.
Car on the outside now. Still there? Careful, still there. You're all clear up top there. Inside.
Oh, Schneider just kind of chopped off Joe Nemechek. Pretty much moved himself out of the way. Nemechek's still underneath him. Schneider's about 13 and a half seconds off the race lead. Insane. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to say the game looks like garbage. I haven't played it, but like looking at the gameplay itself and the physics of it, the way the AI raced you especially, it's exactly, I mean, it looks carbon copy of the last 2 games. The AI, like, they don't care, they just run right into you. Like, they have one set line that they're gonna run, and if you're in their way and you're slower, they're gonna run right into the side of you. That's just like, especially on like open wheel dirt racing, that doesn't happen. You make contact, you're barrel rolling. You know, so like just getting punted out of the way, it just doesn't make sense. Physics just out there. That's what made the last game virtually unplayable, or the first version of that game virtually unplayable, which is kind of why I stopped after going through with it. I was competitive, I wanted to win a championship before I stopped, but I got 6 seasons into it. I was like, how many is this going to take to win? When, you know, if we don't have the fastest car in the field, you get punted out of the way by the next fastest car, or the fastest car, or, you know, whether you're going a lap down, they could put you in danger of, you know, crashing. And that gives you damage. Then you got to pay for your repairs and your damages that everybody gave you because they punted you out of the way. Yeah, they may update the game too. We'll see. Schneider's 15 and a half seconds off the race lead in 12th. 49 laps to go. Hoping for a turnaround. He's also hoping that right front makes it to the end. We're just over 200 laps in.
Still there.
Trying to get the sweep at Iowa this season. Michael Annett looking for his second win of the year. Briscoe, break that winless streak. Hustles underneath the 68 of Brandon Brown. A little bit of three wide action off turn 2 briefly with the lap car of McLaughlin on the high side. And now Brown's going to get trapped behind the 93, but the 93 is kind of pinching the 99 down, and Shire can't get through now. Just stay in front of Brown for 11.
You got room, you're clear there.
About 15.5 seconds off the race lead. That's going to be a lot to gain here if this goes green to the end. Faithy should get back inside the top 10, maybe the top 5, but man, winning this race, it is going to be difficult. We did have 2 cautions in the last 45 laps in the first race at Iowa this season, 1 in the final 20. 5 green-white checker finishes already this season as a whole. Doubt it's going to stop at 5 before the end of the season.
Stay low. All right.
2 in the last 3 races.
Careful, still there. Stay at the bottom here. All right, clear outside.
Again, remember, these guys close on fuel to the end of the race. They started to run about 3 laps or so to the good. Now they're about a lap and a half to the good. This could turn into a fuel mileage race, can you only imagine? They're slowly starting to gain on the one of Michael Annett. Slowly. It's cut down to about 14 seconds again. He was 15 and a half back. 40 more laps to go. Just needs to keep that pressure on. He can't worry about that right front tire right now. Still too early in the run. One green with 69 to go. Front's down to about 52%. As the car loosens up, it's not going to wear out as much in the second half of the tire stint as the first half. I haven't gone a full fuel run this entire race due to the shorter first 2 stages and the timing of the last couple of cautions here in the final stage.
Careful, still there.
Did everything he could to keep it off Daniel Hemrick there. Slid way sideways off turn 4, and he's still side by side with Hemrick. Now gets around him. Daniel DNF'd at New Hampshire. I'm sure he's just looking to try and at least get to the end of this one. He's having a down year compared to last year. I know he got that win early in the season. Fortunately for him, he's only got 1 this year. 1's better than none. It'll give him a playoff spot at least.
Still there. Clear high, clear high.
Gets around Clements and Cindric.
Clear all around.
Inside of Austin Hill for 8th place off turn 2 now as well. Trying to side draft it. And now he's going to clear him through 3 and 4. So he's slowly working his way through the field. We'll see. 13.5 seconds back. Again, trying to go for a 10th win this season. 34 to go. We'll alternate through the different camera angles one final time now. We tried to do that earlier. We didn't even get a lap into it. For the next 6 laps, where we're going to run. Even as we get into more lap traffic.
Careful. Still there. Careful. Still there. Clear all around. Stay low, stay low. Clear all around.
Oh, no, he clipped the apron. Through 3 and 4, sliding all the way around the corner. Thought he was going to lose complete control there for a second. This car has just gotten mad loose all of a sudden. It has not been really loose at all. I mean, it's loosened up perfectly on the long run, but right now it's almost too loose.
You're clear there.
Again, it's putting less stress on that right front, but
Still there.
at the same time, this car's not quite able to get as quick as what it can be.
Clear high, bud.
Riley Herbst will push off turn 4.
Stay low, stay low. Top 3 easy to beat.
Clean bump draft on a short track. He just didn't want to lift. He hit him square, so Herbst wasn't going to lose control at all. Nor did he send him off into turn 1 either. So we go back to 7th. Timmy led about 10 laps early in this final stage. Looking for his second best finish of the season. He can finish 7th or better, like he's running right now. Right behind Allgaier for position. Schneider gets to the inside of Hill. He's going to get around Allgaier as well, up to 6th. Timmy Hill follows Schneider to the inside as he wants to get back to 7th. Passing the 7 car of Allgaier, and he will. Great run for Timmy Hill.
Still there.
Then you wonder if Briscoe can catch the one of Michael Annette here in the final 26 laps. Break that 51 race losing streak. Schneider just ran his fastest lap of the race with 25 to go. A 24.113. I guess loose is fast. It might be a little too loose, but the laps he's hanging on to it the most, he is digging. And he's only 8 seconds off the race lead now. He might get there. to go. Underneath Harrison Burton. Passes Burton for position. Right behind Haley now for fourth. Schneider sends it into 1 and 2. Hooking that yellow line, slides all the way through the corner and slides in front of Haley off turn 2. Another spot gain to fourth. 21 laps to go this time by.
Stay low, stay low.
Oh my goodness. That's what I mean. Sometimes he can hang on to it and he can run super fast laps. Other times he about spins out off the exit of the corner. Haley caught him for a quick second but couldn't get back underneath him. But Jeff Green with a solid run in third still. Briscoe in second, trying to put himself in position if something happens late here to Michael Lynette. By far as loose as this car has been all day long. 20 to go. Longest green flag run we've had today, if you exclude the stage 1 break, would have been 81 laps between the start of the race and the first caution for incident. We've had 5 all day. This will be a 69 lap green flag run to the end. Even in the first stage when we went caution free through it, Schneider was nowhere close to this loose. And he has been making adjustments since then throughout the course of the day as well. Try and help with the short run speed. It's obviously made the car even looser on the long run. Yes, the streak would be 51 if Briscoe does not go to victory lane again today.
All right, you're clear there.
That's what I'm saying. It would be 51. Green is right there on Briscoe. Briscoe got caught behind Ray Black Jr. and then Green almost slides into the side of Jeffrey Earnhardt. 17 laps to go. Green to the inside of Briscoe. Lap car in the way. They're 3 wide. And now they're side by side for second. Schneider has a run. He's going to try to follow Green on the bottom. Green slides in front of the 98. Schneider all the way down low. He's looking for second. 3 seconds off the race lead. He was 15.5 seconds back at one point during this green flag run, and he has driven himself to second. What a charge late with a mad loose race car. And a right front now that's down to 20%. The fuel scenario not looking the greatest either. 15 to go. He's about a half a lap short on fuel now. Trying to run down Annette. As Annette may be saving gas, and that's why he is losing a lot of his lead.
All right, you're clear there. Clear all around.
14 to go.
Careful, still there. Clear all around.
Yeah, about a half a lap shy on fuel. On a short track. Roughly 0.8 of a mile in length.
Car on the outside now.
It's the Iowa Speedway. 1 second now off the lead, off turn 2. Right front worn out. That right rear starting to catch up with the right front as well. It's down to 22%.
Got room. You're clear.
Schneider pushing hard, trying to get to Michael Lynette before trying to save. Half a lap short on fuel. The tires are wearing out big time. Will we stay green to the finish? Austin Hill going to go a lap down in 9th off turn 4.
Watch those tires.
And that got caught with Chad Fincham giving Schneider a run into turn 1. To the lead off turn 2. Schneider out in front of Michael Lynette. Now trying to build a gap before trying to save here late. Not using the brakes anymore. He's just going to let out of the gas. Use the least amount of fuel possible. It's going to help save the tires a little bit. 10 laps to go as he timed it perfect once again for the second straight race. This time fuel's an issue, much like Indianapolis about 3 races ago.
Watch those tires.
Schneider's saving a little bit of fuel by not using the brakes in the corners. 9 more laps. This thing goes to overtime. He's definitely not going to make it now. He can't pit for tires. Again, this is the final set of tires on the race car. But if we do go to overtime, the guys start to pit, he will take fuel only to at least make it on fuel to the end of the race. The more he slides, the right rear is going to burn off the race car. And that is why it is caught up to the right front. There's no way to save that right rear. And the more he saves the right front, it's using more of the right rear. So it ends up catching up to one another. It's not really going to matter. Again, building a gap, 7 to go. And he's saving a little bit more this time into 1 and 2. A little bit more clean air in front of him. About a 2.5 second lead, and Schneider is extremely saving right now. He backed it way off both ends of the racetrack that last lap. Just hoping he's got enough for the finish. That's Michael Annett, Briscoe, Green, Burton, everybody that's on the lead lap. Trying to take that shortest distance around the racetrack as well. 5 laps to go. Schneider looking for his 10th win of the season. It would be his 14th of his career to get the sweep at Iowa this year. He's out of it. As soon as he crossed the start-finish line that time, he was off the throttle. And that is closing. Annett no longer saving as much as what Schneider was. And that starts to close too much. Schneider's going to have to pick that pace back up again. But for right now, he continues to save. 3 to go. He saved quite a bit. It looks like he's going to run out of fuel off turn 4 now. Well, before he was about a half a lap short. Side of CJ McLaughlin will put him another lap down. Runs it wide off turn 4, just drifting around the racetrack. 2 laps to go. Backs out again pretty early into turns 1 and 2. Now just trying to get to the white flag. Next flag will end the race, whether it's the yellow or the checker, if he can get back to the start-finish line this time. Will he have enough? 1 more lap. Michael Annett's out of fuel. Annett is coming into the pits. Final lap of the race. Annett had to get on the brakes hard there. Ray Black Jr. about pulled down in front of him. A lot of the leaders are out of gas and have hit pit road. Plenty of time for Schneider to coast. He is now sputtering on fuel through turns 3 and 4. Big gap back to Justin Haley on fumes. Keegan Schneider wins the fuel mileage race at Iowa. He saved just enough to make it to the end. He was about a half a lap short with about 8 laps to go, and he saved about a quarter of a lap to at least sputter off turn 4 to make it back to the line. 10th win of the year, and again, 14th of the career in the Xfinity Series for Schneider. What a season. Getting the sweep at Iowa. Awesome, awesome job. Haley made it on fuel to the end as well. He ends up finishing second. Chase Briscoe third. Michael Annette fourth. Jeff Green rounds out the top 5 with a crazy run for that team. Harrison Burton finishes 6th. Justin Allgaier 7th. Timmy Hill, 2nd, 8th place finish in the last 3 races for him. Jeremy Clements 9th, and Austin Hill rounds out the top 10. A lot of underdogs out there, and by the way, only 6 cars finished on the lead lap here tonight. 69 lap green flag run to the finish, 5 cautions total for incident tonight, and 3 drivers DNF'd of Noah Gregson, Ryan Sieg, and Anthony Alfredo. Only 2 drivers there were able to make it on fuel from that last caution. Let's go now fire the shop for this car. Hey, we got the win on fuel mileage, even if the car wasn't the greatest. And we passed the net on speed there before we were able to save, too, so we timed it pretty well. I didn't know if we were going to have the car to catch him there late in the run, but we did. Didn't even need a caution. Just had enough tires to the end, too. .354. Fastest lap of the race. It was ran by Briscoe. Annette led just over half the race. 130 of the 250 laps led for him. Schneider, who qualified 27th, started 26th, but finished first. Got a stage win in stage 2 as well. Another 6 playoff point performance. What a season! It's unbelievable. 16 likes on the stream as well. Thanks for everybody hitting that like button. Coke 600 vlog will be on the channel by the end of the night, so look out for that. We go into Mid-Ohio in 2 days as well. Be vlogging my trip for the Xfinity Series race. I was looking at the schedule to see when the IndyCar race in Mid-Ohio is going to be. I was looking at attending. The problem is it is going to be ran on the 4th of July, which is the same day as the Cup race at Road America, and I'll be at Road America, so... and even if it wasn't, I'd be watching the NASCAR race on TV versus going to the IndyCar race in person, because I'm that diehard of a NASCAR fan. But regardless of the fact they're running on the same day, and I'll be in Sheboygan, Wisconsin, so not going to be able to attend that anyway. So maybe better luck next year. Trying to comprehend your win count for this season, but 10 wins just seems too high. Hashtag seeing is believing. Indeed. Justin, what a difference from Season 1 to Season 2 in the Xfinity Series. More than double the wins that we had last year. And up to 10. Now, I guess, according to the chat, second all-time to Kyle Busch for wins in a season. We need 4 more to break the record. It's not impossible. We got 13 races to do it. And we go to Road America, speaking of which, for the Henry 180 tomorrow night on the channel. Here's the stats on the season. 10 wins, 14 top 5, 16 top 10s, 745 laps led, and a 6.1 average finish. 26.1 average start. We're not going to pay attention to that. Qualifying doesn't matter when we're getting the job done at the end of the day like we have. And 2 DNFs to show for as well this season. We got 14 career wins. Very close to 1,000 laps led in our career. We might be able to get there after the next 2 races. It's only a 45-lap race at Road America, so unless we lead all but 2 laps, we're not going to get there tomorrow. Again, just the 1 race for tomorrow night. Repair this short track chassis. We just used at Iowa. Get to work on this Speedway chassis down here. We'll have a 95 overall car for Road America. We'll have to use that same car at Watkins Glen, so hopefully we can take care of it well. And yeah, hopefully get a good run out of it as well. I think we're going to have a great chance to. And we'll look at the season standings as well. Expanding that points lead once again, a 67-point lead now. Just over one race. Biggest points lead we've had all season over Chase Briscoe. 14 stage wins to go along with the 10 race wins. A ton of playoff points. Looking for 15 more if we can win that regular season championship. Just 6 more races now until the playoffs. And Cindric's over 100 points back from Briscoe. That's insane. I mean, that just, again, a 6.1 average finish for us. Briscoe doesn't have any wins, but he's got a 6.4 average finish. So he's not far behind us. 563 laps, like, compared to our 761, I think it was. He's got one more top 10 than us. We have 3 more top 5s, and obviously 10 more wins is the big difference there. His average start's 7.9 as well, so he's qualifying very, very well. Briscoe's definitely our closest competitor for the championship this season, but the lack of wins could cost him in the playoffs, especially to a guy like Chastain, who's got 2, and Anthony Alfredo, who I forgot has 2 wins as well. Whoops. It's about to try to see where Timmy Hill's at. 24th of points. He's closing. He was 30th. 2 top 10s in the last 3 races. Can Timmy Hill get it done? Still going to need good runs going from there. He's only got 3 stage points, and they were all in that last race at Iowa, so that was probably the best race he's had outside of that win at Dega. But he's trying to get inside the top 20 for that win to count for the playoffs, but he's still got an uphill climb yet. He's 81 points below 20th. It's going to be tough, but he's moving his way forward as much as he can. I mean, he's ideally not far behind 21st. Only 40 points back, but then another 43 from there to get the Martins. But again, we'll keep an eye on it. I'm pulling for Timmy. That'd be a less competitive car in the playoffs, too, so that's only going to help us. But you never know what could happen, though. Again, Brandon Brown almost made it to the round of 8 last season. All right. So that's going to round it out here tonight. Like, share, and subscribe for more daily NASCAR content. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Road America for NASCAR Heat 5. Again, check out that Charlotte Motor Speedway Coke 600 vlog that I attended the Coke 600 last weekend, so tune in for that. We'll have another vlog this weekend as well from Mid-Ohio Motorsports Park. Thanks for everybody tuning in, and I will see you guys tomorrow night.